Hello guys, if you are suffering from the problem playing Fortnite where your FPS is dropping to below 50 or 20 after every few moments, here's a tip for you. It helped me out, maybe it's going to help you out as well. So the first thing to do is you open up your task manager by pressing the Control Alt Delete and going into the Performance tab and keep this just like so on your screen and then start your Fortnite in windowed mode. And whenever you see a spike happening, you just see where exactly is that spike happening, if it's the CPU or the memory or the disk. In my case, it was disk 1, which is showing over here. You can see whenever there was a spike in the reading of disk, this is a normal hard disk, this is not an SSD. So whenever it used to go up to 100% or close to 100%, I was getting a stuttering lag on Fortnite. So this helped me identify that there was something going on in my D drive. Although my game is not installed in the D drive, it's installed in the SSD drive, which is E. And that led me to discover that the page file that I have on my computer is configured for the D drive. So in order to check that out and see if your page file maybe it's getting created on a hard disk that's not an SSD. So what you do is you open the Windows menu and go into Advanced System Settings. All right. From here, go into Performance, the first one. Go into the Settings, then go into Advanced again. And over here, the Virtual Memory, click Change and check uh, which one of your drives is carrying the page file. Normally, for some people, it may be C drive. It could be another drive depending on who installed your Windows or who configured your Windows. So in my case, it was in D drive, as you can see over here, and it's showing you a lot of those spikes here. So I put that to none, no page file on the D drive, and I selected E drive as my page file configuration. And this is the same drive which I have Fortnite installed on. And I kept a custom size. I just wanted to play around and see if keeping a smaller page file would work, because I already have a 16 GB of RAM. So I tried keeping it between 3 to 4 GBs, and it seemed to have worked fine. I experienced a small amount of stutter on the first game, but after that it was smooth sailing 144 FPS throughout, even with higher settings turned on. If you see that your page file is already running on an SSD, there might be another issue, but that again is easier to isolate if you would just keep the tip that I showed you earlier, which is to put your task manager and just keep the graphs out over here, run the game, and see whenever it stutters, where do you get a spike, if it's the CPU or the memory or any of the disks. So you would be able to isolate where the issue is happening. If it's the CPU, you might want to see if another task is eating up your CPU, or if it's the memory, and you've already seen how to manage the disk. So, and even if it's an SSD that's spiking up, there might be an issue with your hard drive, maybe failing. So you might want to have to change or move your game or the page file onto another SSD, so that it might solve this issue for you. The internet would always have these spikes coming up, so you don't really have to keep this into consideration. Otherwise, you would already see that there's an internet lag that's happening inside the game, and that's pretty visible. Hope this helps. Thank you for watching.